homosexuals, gather around. I got some stuff to complain about. Don't get me wrong, we are positive people. We are loving what we're doing. I am appreciative of the lifts that I can throw over my head. But, oh my God, dude. Days like today remind me why we gotta stay humble. You know, why we gotta truly appreciate why we do what we do and why we try to appreciate even the worst of days. The clean and jerks, honestly, just were not where I wanted them to be. I know they looked relatively fine. I think my first working set was my worst, just because I was you'll see, I was really distracted. I had a buddy of mine attempting 405 bench, so I just wasn't even thinking about my form. That's my bad. Whatever. Moving on. And so although I was definitely putting in my best, and I was making like small technical corrections along the way, which is always great. It's no matter where I am at. It was one of those days where like the standard had gotten so messed up because I'm just so tired from all the moving, like fatigue wise, like energy wise. I'm always going to get in there. I'm always going to try my best, but just from all the moving, all the traveling, all the getting to the new gym and figuring stuff out. This is my first week back on a normal training cycle in at least a month. So it's just a lot, you know, it's a lot at once for my body to handle. So the fatigue is just a little bit drowning at the moment. But thankfully, you know, this is why I write my programs out the way I do. Just today's the day where I feel the most exhausted, the most tired. I am ready for a break, and what do you know, tomorrow's rest day. It's like I planned for it. But anyway, I don't mean to be condescending. I feel like I'm condescending myself. You know, I gotta really, I feel like I'm just, it's one of those things like psychologically where like people, I'm talking about myself right now, but I'm metaphorically diving under the water. You know, people will go underwater metaphorically with the things that they're saying and start joking or being sarcastic about things that are actually upsetting them or things that they really truly want to work on and do better with in their own personal life. But, you know, today I'm being sarcastic toward myself because I'm just sitting there like, this is a day I wanted to go really well and I'm just so tired and I wish it, I can say I wish all I want, but it's not going to change anything. Today I put in my best, and my best wasn't where I wanted it to be, but it's where it was in the present moment. I can't change that. I don't have control over what happens every day. I just have control on how much energy and passion I can put into that. So I just did my best, shot the shit with whoever I could, and just tried to love life in any way I could. The form did get better. You know, with bench, even though it felt pretty shitty building up, I again, you got to remember, this is my first real week of training, like with a normal cycle for bench, since I pulled my chest a month ago, you know? So even though 240, 65% of my bench max, is not difficult whatsoever. I'm using new equipment, I'm in a new gym, I'm fatigued, and I haven't done normal training on bench in a month. It makes sense that my shoulders are literally boulders. I can't feel anything. My joints are on fire, but in a good way. Don't get me wrong, there's no pain. I'm just sore, I'm just tired. It's hard to, I feel that mega burn. You know, I feel like I did bodybuilding today, even though it was just sets of 6. But again, got to give myself credit where credit is due. I say it's just sets of 6, where I should be looking at it in a better light and saying, no, I did what I wanted to do to the best of my ability. I did my 5x6 the best way I could today. God damn it. And another thing is I didn't realize it because, again, new equipment. I'm using an Olympic bar to bench now because the only other bars I have are elephant bars, and my hands are baby size. I have the same size hands as my 9-year-old cousin that is female. So yeah, I have baby hands. It's hard enough to hook grip with this shit. So when you have me do an elephant bar on a squat or a bench, I just can't fucking do it. You know, not for the life of me. So I am resorting to the Olympic bar, but I can't make that my crutch. You know, I have to more so use that as my new way of making the most progress I've ever made. Because while I can bitch and moan about it and complain, whatever, I should be better. Who gives a shit? you know? Or I could look at it in a better light and be like, okay, well, let's look at it this way. The Olympic bar moves around a little bit more. It's a bit bouncier. It's harder to keep fully stable in my hand than using a powerlifting bar that's fully set and doesn't spin. So the way I can look at it is, in a way, I'm kind of training with limiters on. You know what I mean? Just because I don't feel as strong or I don't feel as in tune with my body, mind muscle connection wise, doesn't mean that I'm any weaker. You know, I still have that strength and I'm still growing at relatively the same rate. It's just a matter of getting used to this new equipment and appreciating the weight that I can put up with the strength that I have today, with the certain equipment that I have to use. You know, at least I have a barbell. You know, you see, like, some of the most inspirational shit I'll see online are those gyms. There's an Olympic lifter who's so fucking good. I don't know if he competes, but he's from, I'm pretty sure he's from Africa, and he literally works out on like rocks behind a hut. Just throw, like, I don't even think it's like a conventional barbell. I just think it was just like a metal bar that they literally formed into an Olympic bar, and like the weights are not conventional. I'm like, God damn it, dude, this is what I live for. Like I'm always saying, like, if I lost everything tomorrow, you're goddamn right, I'd be on the side of the road finding whatever metal pipe I could to snatch over my head, you know? Because I want to keep doing it. It gives me passion. It gives me my own reason to keep growing, you know? Not just a reason to live, but a reason to want more. Because it's so goddamn important to keep giving yourself goals to strive for, regardless of the things that you have, and regardless of the way that you feel, you know? Anyway, going off a little too hard, because don't get me wrong, I was a little bit pissed off. I'm not going to act like I was just like loving life and all positive in the moment. Yeah, the gut reaction every time is going to be emotional. We're human. It's how we got to respond, no matter how much we want to try and control it. That's just how we are hot wired, you know? But after the fact, I look back and I'm like, all right, well, let's use perspective for the sake of wisdom and for the sake of doing better along the way and having faith in the effort that I put in every single day. So physically, yeah, we're gonna give it a 7.35. Actually, I was gonna say 4, but no, 7.35. Wasn't fantastic, but all in all, I did bring it back. I did get better with the clean and jerks along the way. I put in my best effort when it came to the energy, when it came to the form, the physical well-being of my body. I did my best, you know, and I made progress in the moment and acknowledged the things that I was suffering on to do better in the long run. And on bench, same thing. Didn't really feel great getting onto it, especially like my shoulders and arms in general, like my forearms and shoulders were pretty burnt out from the clean and jerks today just because of how fatigued I've been. So getting on the bench right after that, it's a little tough, especially with some new equipment. But all in all, I actually found that I like my grip a little bit closer on an Olympic bar. I don't know exactly why, because sometimes it's just a matter of either I've grown physically and I have to adapt to what my body appreciates or lifts better with now efficiently, or, you know, my theory is that with the Olympic bar, because it's so much bouncier and it requires so much more technique and tension in all the right areas and holding it strong and thorough with the entire lift, that it feels better to have that tighter squeeze on my chest and that more condensed brace in my shoulders and in my arms. So I'm very happy that even though it took until the last set, my last working set, or maybe second to last, one of them, I did figure it out. And that's fucking something. I tell you guys all the time, you are not typically going to make progress when it comes to technique or anything in the gym in that matter in one day. You know, you're not going to master something on the dot. It's just not how it works. You have to put in the days, months, years. I don't fucking care how long it takes. You've got to keep doing it to be able to progress in the way that you're to reach the capacity that your body is actually able to commit to in the long run. And so just that touch of success when it comes to my bench form and getting a better leg drive and holding everything thoroughly. And don't get me wrong, I was not walking around shooting the shit in between my bench reps. I was pushing it because I recognized how tired I was and how much, you know, I don't have that same explosiveness because my muscles got to get used to the bench again the way that my training was before. So yeah, I felt like I couldn't lift my arms over my head by the end of that shit. But god damn it, pushing through those kinds of burnout sets, and again, I wasn't burning out or anything, but it felt like I was doing burnout sets, is what's going to push me to the next level next time, you know? It's just stacking on progress and perspective and experience day by day until you can see that progress happen in real time, you know? But anyway, I digress, you know? I feel like I'm going off a little too hard, but I was just a little pissed off, you know? It happens. I had to get that shit out. But all in all, oh my god damn it, this is like the third day in a row. I told you guys, you gotta stop me, god damn it. Mentally. Shit. Mentally, I'll give it a 7.8. You know, again, could have been better. But by the end of it, I did start bringing it back up. It was a lot closer to my physical 7.35. And then as the workout progressed and the more I talked to other people to get motivated and get other people's perspectives and just uplifting positive shit that would make me feel better in the moment, got better and better along the way. And especially those little, even though they seem so insignificant, those little tiny things that I made progress on along the way make me so excited to come back in the gym after my rest day tomorrow. Because god damn it, it has been a while since I have got home from the gym and been so fucking thankful to have a rest day. I cannot explain to you. I am ready to lie down and clock out of life for a full 24 hours. Which, again, that's not going to happen. I got work and shit to do. But at the very least, I can give my body a rest. Consume 100 pizza rolls, eat a lot of ice cream, have fun. You know, because that's what the rest days are for. They're for living life however the fuck you want them to. Okay. Well, that's all I got. I appreciate you guys sticking around as always. Let me know how the lives and the lifts have been going. I love hearing about it. And again, I know I rant my fucking head off, but just take this shit with a grain of salt. I just got shit to bitch and moan about sometimes. But we're always going to have a reason and a purpose for these rants. You know, I'm going to do better every single day and want to push it to the next level the next time you guys see me. So that I can look back in 5 days, 6 months, a year from now. I don't care how long. I'm going to look back and be like, god damn, I did good for myself in the long run. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you day after tomorrow for a little bit heavier of a snatch day. We'll start the second week of the first block and see how some heavier weight feels for once. So I'll be back.